Tout de suite, l'info.
Afrique du Sud vers une crise interne de l'ANC. 30 jours, c'est le délai accordé au secrétaire général de l'African National Congress, ANC, Magashule, afin de libérer son poste. Accusé de fraude, blanchiment d'argent et vol, le cadre du mythique parti de Nelson Mandela a été sommé par ses pairs de quitter le parti. Ceci selon une règle interne entrée en vigueur l'année dernière, stipulant que tout membre poursuivi pénalement doit démissionner de son poste ou alors ce dernier est exposé à une suspension. Magashule, face à cette interpellation, a répondu négativement. Une situation qui pourrait créer une crise au sein de l'ANC. Le jugement pour les faits qui lui sont reprochés aura lieu en août de cette année. Une affaire qui est déjà considérée comme le plus gros scandale de corruption depuis la fin de l'apartheid en 1991.
Ouf de soulagement en République démocratique du Congo, le ministre de la Santé du pays a déclaré officiellement l'éradication du virus à Ebola après 3 mois des résurgences au nord Kivu. 14 zones de santé sur les 34 que compte la province avaient été contaminées, une situation qui avait poussé l'Organisation mondiale de la santé à l'élever au rang d'urgence pour prévenir sa propagation. L'épidémie à virus Ebola débute en Afrique de l'Ouest, au sud-est de la Guinée en 2013 ayant fait plus de 11 000 morts et 10 000 survivants avec séquelles. Malgré cette annonce, le gouvernement de la République démocratique du Congo a exhorté les populations à rester vigilantes et à garder le contact avec les équipes de surveillance.
Lutte contre le Covid-19, la région de l'Adamawa s'arrime à la prescription gouvernementale avec la réception de son premier lot de vaccins le 5 mai 2021. Et le bon exemple est venu du gouverneur Kildadi Boukar qui s'est aussitôt fait administrer sa première dose de vaccin Sinopharm, de même qu'une vingtaine de personnes se recrutant parmi ses proches collaborateurs et quelques volontaires. De quoi convaincre les plus sceptiques.
Cela doit être considéré comme une assurance vis-à-vis de nos populations. Nous avons donné l'exemple. Cela signifie tout simplement que le vaccin est de bonne qualité. Il est là pour lutter contre le virus que nous connaissons. 8
400 doses réceptionnées au total pour faire fléchir la courbe de la pandémie à coronavirus dans cette partie du pays. La ville de Ngaoundéré à elle seule enregistra environ 21 nouveaux cas par jour sur les 2 derniers mois.
La première phase d'approvisionnement que nous avons eue sont destinées d'abord aux personnes vulnérables, c'est-à-dire le personnel de santé, c'est la instruction de la hiérarchie. Deuxièmement, nous pouvons prendre le personnel vulnérable en deuxième phase, c'est-à-dire ceux qui ont des comorbidités comme le diabète, l'hypertension artérielle, asthme, insuffisance rénale, VIH, sida, et des personnes âgées de plus de 55 ans en montant.
Le programme élargi de vaccination est à la manœuvre des opérations qui se poursuivront dans les centres de santé. Une opération qui n'occulte point le respect des mesures barrières édictées. 594 567 enfants sont à vacciner dans la région du littoral dans le cadre des journées nationales de vaccination contre la poliomyélite qui vont s'étendre du 7 au 9 mai 2021 sur tout le triangle national. Une campagne qui vise à renforcer l'immunité collective chez les enfants de moins de 5 ans contre le poliovirus de type 2 en circulation au Cameroun.
Pour ces journées nationales de vaccination, nous avons 3 principales interventions, comme je l'ai dit. La vaccination contre la polio, c'est un vaccin oral. 2 gouttes de vaccins qui vont être administrées aux enfants de 0 à 5 ans. Également, la supplémentation à la vitamine A. La vitamine A va concerner les enfants âgés de 6 à 59 mois. Le déparasitant, un vermifuge qui va être donné selon les régions, ce sera l'albendazole ou le mébendazole. Et il concerne les enfants de 1 à 5 ans. Donc, il est question d'informer les parents sur ces différentes stratégies, ces interventions qui vont être administrées. Le vaccin est gratuit. Les équipes vont se déporter dans les ménages, dans les églises, dans les mosquées, dans les marchés ouvrez vos portes pour accueillir les équipes de vaccins. Ce vaccin, il est sûr, il est efficace.
On se rappelle que le Cameroun avait été déclaré pays polio-free, entendez, pays où ne circule plus le poliovirus sauvage. C'était compté sans la porosité des frontières. Ajoutez à cela la baisse du taux de couverture vaccinale du fait de la COVID-19. Le risque demeure donc 11 cas ayant été recensés au Cameroun entre 2019 et 2020. D'où cette autre riposte en vue de l'éradication complète de la polio du sol camerounais.
Pour ceux qui craignent d'être un surdosage de la vaccination, le vaccin il est différent d'un antibiotique. Vous n'entendrez jamais parler de surdosage. Néanmoins, si des effets passagers peuvent survenir tels que la fièvre, nous allons inviter les parents à ne pas paniquer et se rendre dans les formations sanitaires les plus proches. Pour ceux qui pensent que les enfants seraient déjà protégés, soit parce qu'ils sont suivis par les médecins ou bien ils prennent normalement les vaccins à l'hôpital. Nous sommes dans une campagne préventive. Vous savez, le Cameroun demeure à risque avec les cas positifs de polio circulant qui ont été détectés dans le pays et même dans certains pays avoisinants.
Face aux dégâts irréversibles de la poliomyélite chez les enfants, la prévention est plus que jamais de mise et ceci passe par la vaccination.
For the past 4 years, the Muyuka Council has been badly hit by the ongoing security crisis, rocking the southwest and northwest regions of Cameroon, as many of the council projects were put on a standby.
I think I wish to extend sincere words of gratitude to the Lord Mayor of Muyuka Council and the councillors who have gone through all the odds to ensure that they carry out their activities for the interest of the Muyuka people. You bear with me that this council, the doors of this council have been shut down for a while because of the crisis that we all know. You also bear with me that Muyuka is one of the subdivisions that is greatly hit by the council, by the crisis. But the mayor and his entourage took all the odds to ensure that they open the doors of the council and thereby bring in administration closer to the council.
Today, however, relative calm is gradually returning to Muyuka during this first ordinary session of the 2021 financial year, set aside to evaluate the administrative, management and stores account of the Muyuka Council for the year 2020. It was revealed by Mayor Lazar that 65% of its projects were executed, amounting to over 50 million francs CFA, more than half of the projected income for the Muyuka Council for the year 2020.
The village is there. People, the population, they are drinking water. The supply of the materials at the women's department here in Owerut.
Cognizant with the challenges facing the council, the divisional officer of Muyuka subdivision, who presided over this budgetary session that held in Muyuka, enjoined the councillors to maintain the steam and throw their full support and collaboration to the mayor for better days ahead for the Muyuka municipality. Meanwhile, it was also resolved that more training should be organized for councillors, as the council remains one of the agents for the effective implementation of the decentralization process. Heavy bulldozers demarcating community land into structure blocks such as major road paths, farming lands, playing grounds where children and youth can relax. This is Wonanango, a village found in the Membia community area in Bokwango Boya, southwest region of Cameroon, being given a facelift. Supervising this activity was the chief of Wonanango, Pastor Oscar Teke Etute.
Well, I want to thank, first of all, my brothers who have left all the way from Limbe with the caterpillar, the team from Tico, from the day one right up to this particular day that we are ending, almost running up of the project, the first phase of our project. I want to thank God so much for us to demarcate plots and streets.
According to the chief and his team, Other priority areas will be to tap water from available catchments to ensure that this village has constant flowing water. In addition, health, education, among other structures, will also be developed in order to make this village habitable for its residents. Thus, it is time for all kingsmen who in the past had fled to neighboring villages to return back to the village as Chief Oscar Teke appeals.
A word to the sons and daughters of Unenango is that I want to call on them. Please, people should come. Your chief is calling on you. There cannot be a chief without people. People should live out there. We can make this our village a city in the jungle, like our chairman will say. We can beautify it the way many people were jealous of it. So I'm calling on every sons and daughters of Unenango village that they should come. The time has come. We have done our part.
This outing was also an opportunity for Chief Oscar Teke to send a resounding warning to all those still illegally occupying vast pieces of lands meant for the villagers to back off and return the lands back to the indigenes.
The Douala Advanced Vocational Training Center has signed a win-win accord with the Divisional Syndicate of Motor Repairs, Industrial Machines and Assimilated of Uri. The accord signing ceremony, which took place this day at the conference hall of the Advanced Vocational Training Center, saw the participation of many members of the syndicate. Henceforth, both parties will work hand in glove for the betterment of the automobile repair sector in the Uri division. According to the accord, from now onward, students from the Advanced Vocational Training Center will benefit from academic and professional internship at the different workshops which are members of the syndicate. In the same vein, the best students from the Advanced Vocational Training Center will have the possibility to be inserted in the professional milieu under the syndicate. On the other hand, members of the syndicate will equally have the possibility to be recycled in their various domains. Furthermore, a preferential treatment will be accorded to all members of the syndicate who would like to become students of the Advanced Vocational Training Center. There are some trained automobiles repairers who didn't get professional training, and thus their training is not accompanied with a diploma. Through our structure, we shall put in place the validation of acquired professional skills, and by so doing, all those automobile repairers who didn't get certified training will go through a national exam, and after that, the Ministry of Employment and Vocational Training will deliver them a diploma equivalent to their level of experience and expertise. The union between the Advanced Vocational Training Center and the Divisional Syndicate of Motor Repairs, Industrial Machines and Assimilated of Uri being signed, it is therefore expected to yield its fruit in the days ahead.
Members of the Regional Executive Council over the weekend converged on the Boya Council Hall during a seminar to drill them on the regional setup and functioning of the Regional Assembly, with particular emphasis on the special status. For several hours, these regional executive members reviewed the activities of the regional executive 4 months after the election and installation of its members. Going by Chief Atem Ibako, the president of the House of Chiefs, the implementation of the decentralization process in the field is still very slow, as the regional executive are yet to be given powers and financial resources that will enable them to function properly.
After our installation, virtually nothing has happened. Other than that, some equipment, office equipment has been given. We are still expecting to know what competencies have been transferred to the regional assembly. We are still to get the organigram.
Thus, for the effective implementation of the decentralization process, there is a need for a clear text of application stipulating the content of the special status, as well as a clear organigram for the regional executive members.
What I would tell you is we of the Regional Executive Council, we have faith in the decentralization process. Now that will has to be translated by his technical services, for that matter, the ministries.
It should be recalled that the creation of the Regional Council in Cameroon was government way to boost development in the crisis-hit Northwest and Southwest regions, as slow development remains one of the premises put forward by the disgruntled separatists for the justification of their cause.
In many African countries like Burundi, the art of cooking is most often underestimated by the youth. Many are those who think the culinary profession is mainly reserved for women, lazy men, and uneducated people from poor family backgrounds. For Eric Nyondiko, a chef at the Africana Bar Resto located on the Boulevard de l'Oprona, downtown Bujumbura, the cooking profession can provide a living and great source of income for the youth. The young chef speaks of his humble beginning. I make my living as a chef. It provides me with more than 95% of the money I use. It is from this trade that I paid dowry. I have equipment and a vehicle. Before launching his business, Eric undertook 6 months training to add to his self-taught skills acquired through the internet. Today, having fully gained necessary skills and successfully establishing himself, Eric trains other young people who wish to devote themselves to the culinary art. For the successful CEO, the culinary field is still an explored territory in Burundi, and many youth can get lucrative career opportunities in the domain. Based on his success, Eric therefore fully masters the subject when he encouraged other youth to embark on the culinary profession. The job will help them in their lives. They will eat well because they know how to cook, and they will have money. In Burundi, there are very few professional cooks compared to consumers. There are opportunities. This could be a winning basic skill for anyone who wishes to succeed in life. In fact, everyone needs to learn the art of cooking, because when you know how to cook, you also know the needs of your body. Normally, we should eat according to our body's needs and not what we want. Thanks to his thriving success as a young Burundian chef, Eric Nyondiko has traveled to many countries.